Since the creation of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, and the space race of the 1950s between America and Russia, our goal as not only a nation but as a human race has always been to strive in the advancement of space exploration and the technologies um, to discover new possibilities and knowledge of our solar system. Today, I will be informing you on NASA's recent mission, the exploration of Mars, and the rover Perseverance's recent landing, and the discoveries that are occurring and will occur in the near future. The mission on Mars will be successfully executed due to the invention of technology put into Perseverance, including the collection of data and geological samples that will take place for the duration of it. Exploration and interpretation of the surfaces of Mars terrain will be crucial to human existence and human efforts to advance and expand knowledge on Mars, and to utilize the data recorded to extend life form into space and put Mars resources, if any are found, to good use. Let's now talk about Perseverance, the latest rover created for Mars exploration. According to NASA's official 2020 fact sheet, Perseverance has dimensions roughly to that of a car, with it being about 10 feet long, 9 feet wide, and 7 feet tall. But the weight of the rover is an astounding 2,260 pounds. They modeled it closely to the Curiosity rover that successfully launched on November 6, 2011, and has the similar purposes to that of Perseverance. Perseverance is equipped with brand new technology in the hopes that it will allow us to provide better provisions and conditions for future rovers and humans alike. For example, the engineering team will be implementing a system called Terrain Relative Navigation that is supposed to be an autopilot for avoiding hazards, and a set of sensors called Medley 2, which stands for Mars Entry, Descent, and Landing Instrumentation 2, that is responsible for the gathering of data during exploration of the terrain. So, why are we sending satellites and rovers to Mars? Well, one of the purposes is the signs of life. According to the Smithsonian Magazine, in short, back in 1996, they found a meteorite that they suspected came from the planet Mars. That contained traces of carbon and minerals, which, as we all know, we are made up of these things. Every living thing on Earth is made up of carbon and other minerals. Um, these particular carbons and minerals are synthesized by microbes or bacteria of some kind, and because these particular minerals and carbons were present, that would also mean life was also present at some point on Mars. So, since the discovery, everyone is still skeptical of life on Mars and of a possibility of what you know as aliens. But because of this, and the ever expanding curiosity of the unknown, we make it our purpose to explore that beyond our planet, and that is why rovers such as Perseverance exist. Uh, Another purpose is collecting rock and soil samples. Scientists are very interested in the geology of Mars. It's crucial to understand the conditions of Mars before we could even think of sending a human being to this place. According to the Mars fact sheet, they suspect that Mars was not always the cold and dry planet it is today. Rather, that billions of years ago, the planet was actually a wet planet, and that there's a very strong possibility because it was a wet planet that there very well may have been proper conditions for life on Mars. So, Perseverance is on a clear mission to collect samples of rock and dirt from Mars, to analyze its composition, to further our knowledge of what Mars was like billions of years ago before our lifetime. The unfortunate part of this mission is that um, they will not be bringing the rock and samples back to Earth. Rather, they're just taking pictures and marking its location for a future mission to retrieve those rocks to bring back to Earth for scientific study. Matter of fact, according to Twitter, Perseverance has a Twitter account that you can follow where you will find a bio that states Perseverance's hobbies are photography, collecting rocks, and off roading, which in fact are its main purposes. And you can find pictures of the samples of rocks that are being collected. So, where are we on Perseverance's timeline, and what should we expect for the future? Perseverance launched July 30th, 2020 at 7:50 a.m. and landed on Mars February 18th, 2021 at the Jezero crater. They chose the Jezero crater as their landing site because they believe this was a place that once contained a large body of water millions of years ago. And where there is water, there is possibility of life. As for the future of Perseverance and the Mars mission, this operation is supposed to last one Mars year, which is roughly 687 Earth days, which is roughly a year and a half, roughly a little more than a year and a half. Um, in this time, the hope is to collect as much data as we possibly can to understand the red planet a little better. As far as the geological samples, those rocks that the rover has collected over its mission um, uh, will hopefully be collected as stated before. Perseverance is to follow a calculated travel plan that you can find on the NASA website for the duration of the mission. The purpose of this is to stay closely to the location where life could have thrived, aka the Jezero crater, and collect all the data and samples from this area since it is believed to have once contained a lake within it. In conclusion, space exploration will continue to drive man forward into furthering our knowledge of Mars and technological advances such as perseverance that are happening every day um, will take us there. Perhaps in the very near future, we'll be able to say we successfully launched man onto planet Mars and mankind will be able to live upon the red planet one